Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for episode 3 of Beat the Bots on Chess.com, which is a new series I started where I try to beat all the bots on Chess.com, starting with the beginner bots and then moving on to intermediate, advanced, and finally master, which will be very hard. So in episode 1, I beat Martin, Wayne, and Fabian. In episode 2, I beat Juan, Philip, and Elani. In this video of episode 3, I will beat Noel, Oliver, and Milika, all having ratings of 550. So if you haven't watched the first two episodes, please go watch them right now. You can watch them on my channel. Just click on the link in the description and you can see them. But if you have watched them, then enjoy episode 3. Let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see for the time control, I picked 10 minutes because I don't want the games to get too long. And obviously the bots are going to move pretty fast, but I will not. So that's why I have the time control. Alright, so let's play. I'm going to start with my normal e4 opening. And immediately we get a very flank pawn. So I will just continue with d4. And, okay, knight f6, but now I can attack the knight. So this should be good for me. Alright, knight moves to d5. So I can just attack it with c4. Right, knight moves to b6. I'll go c5, hitting the knight again. And knight moves back to d5. What if I go bishop c4? Okay, knight b6, and now that should be a free knight. And we have more development. Okay, it doesn't even take back. And I'm going to play a sneaky move here, queen to d3. And if he takes my pawn, then this is checkmate. I could also do bishop d3, but let's do queen d3. Okay, he stops it because if I go queen d3 now, or queen g6, then king d7 is an option. So, I mean, I can never say no to en passant, so we'll go ahead and do en passant. And I'll just take this pawn here. And he does take back, so we'll go ahead and throw in a check. Alright, king does move over. And now this bishop is hanging, so let's defend it with b3. And a5. And since we went b3 anyways, we can now re-encode the bishop with bishop b2. And, okay, rook h7. That's a free rook. I don't know what you're doing, Noel. And that looks like a free pawn, but I can't take it because then my bishop is hanging. If he takes, then I can't take with my pawn because then the rooks see each other and he can just take. But I can take with my bishop. So I'm just going to develop my knight and then get castle. Okay, so we have the same thing on the other side of the board. Just a few moves ago, he lost his rook with rook h7. Now we have that exact same thing on rook a7, but he didn't lose it. I will castle, bishop g4, trying to double my pawns here. I'm just gonna drop back. And oh my god, alright. He already blundered his second rook, and this should be pretty easy to win. Okay, so as you can see, it traded off my queen because we're up so much material. It's fine if we trade everything off. I can even sack my queen for like a rook, and I'm still winning. That's a free knight, and that's a free pawn. And I'll just go here. That's a free bishop. The spot is, as you can see, like worse than some of the other bots we've played, who are higher rating than this spot. I'm just gonna sack my knight because we have so much material at this point that we can just sack whatever we want and we're still winning. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's take this. It's not stalemate because the king can still like take my bishop. I don't know why it's not taking. Okay, there we go. Let's move the rook to safety, and we'll just do a normal lattice mate. Okay, so he attacks my rook. We'll just go there. Here, cutting off the king. Check. King c1 probably. Yep. And I've only moved king b1, and we go for the normal lattice mate like we always do. So let's move on to the second bot, which is Oliver. Alright, so let's go e4 again. One of these games I'm going to switch it up to d4, but not quite yet. So we're playing a normal Italian game, and he does go knight f6, and when people go bishop c5, I usually, when people go bishop c5, I usually play like c3 or castles or something. But when people go knight f6, I like to play the fried liver on them, because beginners usually like don't know how to defend against this. So we'll go e takes d5. Knight a5, wow, this is the main line variation. So I'm supposed to go check, and yep, c6 is the best move, and I take, and then I go bishop back to d3, and this is all the theory. So, okay, that doesn't trap my rook because I can take it two different ways. I mean, Oliver, come on, you're 550. I guess that's not still at the point where you just blunder things for free. Okay, I also blundered a bishop somehow, but I'm gonna take this pawn, and okay, I blundered a queen, and a knight, almost. He moved it back. I think I didn't take the knight. Um, let's attack the bishop, which is pinned, so we're gonna be winning it. That's a free pawn. And that's also a free pawn. And that's a free bishop, and this is a free pawn. That's not a free rook, but a trade of rooks. The only thing we need to be careful about is not getting like back right checkmated somehow. Yeah, so rook d8. Let's develop the knight. Let's go d3. Let's take this free pawn, and now there's no way of back rank checkmate because this rook covers this. By the way, remember when I played the fried liver on Oliver back in the video? If you want to know how to play the fried liver, it gets really good positions when you play the fried liver. Beginners usually after d5, and we take, they usually take with the knight, which is actually a mistake because then we sack the knight, and then we bring our queen out and launch a big attack. So if you want to know how all of that goes and you want to try it out in your games, I actually made a video just on the fried liver. So if you check that out, that would be very nice for me. But anyways, back to the game with g5. Now this is a free knight, and this should be really easy to win from here. Alright, I'm just gonna sack my queen for the rook because I mean we're up 18 points of material, so I just promote to a rook. Then oops, I meant to go to e1 so I can bring it out here. Accidentally mouse slipped, and go for the old lattice mate again. Check, and checkmate. With that, we beat Oliver, so let's move on to the third bot, which is Milika, who is also 550 rated. Alright, I think this is the game where I played d4. I mean, I have to do it soon. Okay, immediately we get e6, which is kind of passive, and I will take the entire center, and now we've transformed into the French defense. So I'll push e5, c5, best move, knight f3. Okay, knight h6. I guess knight h6 and knight f5 is the idea. I'm gonna take the pawn. She doesn't take back. Okay, interesting. Sorry, bad arrow. She doesn't take back the pawn, so now I can defend the pawn. Okay, she being the bishop. check. Am I seeing this right? For the first 7 moves of the game, she played perfect chess, and then... What is that? That's a free queen. I mean... Yeah, I don't understand what happened there. Okay, this pawn is hanging, but I'm gonna get my king to safety. I mean, I do not care. She doesn't even take it. She's very... Alright, I'm just gonna trade everything off. And, yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, you were playing perfect chess, that's a free bishop. Like, you were playing completely perfect chess. I can en passant that and win a pawn, but I can also go here and win a rook. So yeah, I don't know, like, these bots, they just, like, sometimes do really random stuff. Yeah, I sacked the pawn for the greater good because I can bring my queen in and attack a lot of stuff and take that. Fork. Rook and pawn. Take this. Right. Let's go here. Okay, so you're setting up a discovered attack, which I don't want to fall into, so I'll go queen d7. Rook immediately moves. What if I go here? Does she know about en passant? No. When you see en passant, you play it, so obviously she doesn't know about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna promote my pawn. I don't care about this knight. I'm just gonna keep pushing. And this pawn is blocked anyway, so I really don't care. Attack the rook. And she doesn't move it, so I'll take it. Thank you very much. Sack the queen for a knight. Promote a new one. Check. Wins the bishop. Wins the pawn. And let's go for a good old lattice mate again. Nice! With that, we beat all 3 bots that we have next on the beginner bot series. Noel, Oliver, and Milika. In the next video, I will beat the 700 rated bots, which are Aaron, Jenjay, and Mina. Is it pronounced Jenjay or Jonjay? I don't know. But yeah. So if you guys like this video, please tell me in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Bye.